Hello and welcome to Tee2Green. I'm Kevin Sylvester. We're proud to have OnCore Golf as a partner here on Tee2Green and play their golf ball, the Evo, which was conceived here in Western New York. It is developed here in Western New York. The company's in downtown Buffalo. Let's hear their story on how they came about and where they're going. We're here at OnCore Golf headquarters in downtown Buffalo with Brett Blakely and Steve Colton, the co-founders of OnCore Golf. True story, guys. A friend of mine was watching the show. He says, OnCore Golf, did you meet those guys somewhere in your travels? I said, no, they're a Buffalo golf company. He says, get out of here.
Yep.
A golf ball in Buffalo, New York?
Well, I'm from Buffalo. Steve is from New York. I met him when I moved down to New York to do some advertising, and we just always had a very good friendship. I knew he was a golfer. I told him about this golf ball that was just insanely different from anything he had ever heard of. And, you know, I said, the guy who invented it works for my father. It's patented, really cool. You know, what do you think of it? And so I think it had planted a seed that, you know, just was not going to quit. I asked my father what he thought we should do, and he said, I think you should form a company. You know, we knew that we had something, and he moved to Buffalo to form this company with me. And I told him that he would love it here and that the people would really get behind a company like this. We wouldn't be in a large sea unseen. You know, this could be something where we actually make a splash.
Never seen anything like it. Played golf my whole life. Worked every job at a golf course, from caddy to range picker, and played on the golf team at NYU. Was just blown away by the golf ball. And when I actually played it and saw that it did have an accuracy improvement and it could help golfers, particularly struggling ones like myself at the time, it was pretty cool. And Buffalo's been really amazing. The whole community has gotten behind us. They want to see you succeed. I see the economy really turning around here, and we want this to be a success for the people of Buffalo and to put the city on the golfing map here.
You did mention doing things differently, individuality. I just even look at the packaging of it and some of the hats and, you know, the painting here. You do have an artist. He's the only artist I know that works with a golf company.
I've known Brian Karagias for about 13 years now, and I was always a huge supporter of his art. It dawned on me that why the heck would I not bring him on board? At first we didn't know to what extent it was going to be, but the first tournament it became very clear that this was going to be a really nice partnership. We had this idea of putting out a blank canvas and letting all the kids from the hospital at Shriners in Vegas for Timberlake's tournament be the ones to dip our ball in our corporate colors and put it over a canvas. And it ended up looking like a Jackson Pollock painting, and we thought, you know, this is really cool. And then rendered it into our packaging. So it's something that we thought not only had a really nice story behind it. I mean, kids created this, but it's also something that there's not a chance you're going to miss it if you're walking down an aisle.
It's part of the brand now.
Yeah, I think having Brian on board has made Brett and I think about marketing and advertising like an artist would.
You guys have done a great job of getting your stuff in the hands of some pretty important people.
Yeah.
Like Wayne Gretzky, for
Wayne
example.
Gretzky. Yeah, it's not a bad win. You know, one of the things that's great about the industry is it's our job to go and talk to potential customers and interact and try and make relationships, form relationships, whether it be a golf pro at the tournament or a celebrity that has, you know, a strong social media reach or anything that can elevate us. And Wayne Gretzky was at the BMW Pro-Am, and of course we said, Brian, why don't you know, just whip up a quick custom hat for Wayne. So, you know, clever as he is, he turned the O into the 99, and his eyes lit up. Now, what we probably don't want to tell you, but will anyway, because it's funny, is he finished it about 10 minutes before he got off the ninth, and we didn't know if we'd have another opportunity to hand it to him. So we handed it to him, his eyes light up. Then we see his golf cart going to the clubhouse, and we're like, why isn't he going to the 10th? And his caddy says, you got paint on him. It wasn't dried. So in true OnCore fashion, you know, he's now the painted one, not the great one.
We'll have more to come here on Tee2Green with OnCore Golf, just where the company is going and where you'll be able to see them. When we return, we'll look at the technology behind the OnCore Evo golf ball.
People have a misconception about how maybe they should strike their iron. The best golfers in the world reach the bottom of their arc 2 to 4 inches in front of the golf ball.
The mission of OnCore has been to make the game more enjoyable to the average golfer.
Tee2Green is brought to you by OnCore Golf. Become a better golfer at OnCoreGolf.com.
Hi, my name is Jeff Meadis and I'm a specialty certified PGA professional. I'm here at the 14th hole at Ivy Ridge to talk to you about iron play. People have a misconception about how maybe they should strike their irons. One of the things we've learned with technology and science is the best golfers in the world reach the bottom of their arc or the low point of their swing 2 to 4 inches in front of the golf ball. Well, how am I going to know if I'm doing this when I'm playing golf? One of the little tips I like to use is to put 3 balls in a line and hit the middle ball and notice where my divot is. The best players, the bottom of their arc will be in front of the golf ball. Poor players, the bottom of the arc is behind the golf ball. So I'm going to hit a shot and let's take notice where my club strikes the turf. I'll line up my blade, I'll line up my body, and I'll take a swing. All right, I hit a pretty good shot, and let's look at the divot. The bottom part of my divot's right up in here. I did scuff some turf here, but you can see the low point is in front of the golf ball. So what that tells me I've done is I've hit the golf ball and squeezed it into the turf. Poor players are going to scoop behind it and flick the ball off the bottom grooves, or they'll hit behind it and hit a fat shot where the ball won't go anywhere. So once again, what we want to make sure is that we hit the ball, then the ground. What do we do to ensure this? We set up with the ball in the center of our stance. We have more of our weight on our left foot, and we make sure the center of our gravity is in front of the golf ball. I don't want to have my weight on my back foot, so my center of gravity is behind the golf ball. I want to have the weight on my forward foot, so my center of gravity is in front of the golf ball. I line up, ball in the middle of the stance, lean a little left, look at my target, make my swing, take my divot, hold my finish, and watch the ball land on the green. If you have any problems with this shot or any other, please contact your local PGA professional for help. Thank you.
We're back on Tee2Green. We're in downtown Buffalo.